too long didn't watch, I currently have a review of Silent Hill F up on my second channel, my new second channel called Ziad After Dark. It's a review extracted from a stream of the game that I did yesterday, but it is very structured. It doesn't have any downtime. I cut out all the fat, of course, all the filler, and I illustrated it with gameplay examples at the end. So if you want to see that and more of that kind of video, consider subscribing to Ziad After Dark, link is in the description. This channel will primarily focus from now on semi-scripted discussion videos and reviews, like my Donkey Kong Bonanza review, for example, my discussions of how the industry is currently doing, like with the Xbox video, or are games actually worse now, that thing. And I will also keep streaming to this channel alongside my Twitch, and that means you can either watch here live or watch the stream archives later when the streams are backed up. So that doesn't change. It's just primarily those highlight reels and those really unscripted, off-the-cuff things that are going to the Ziad After Dark channel. Now, to explain more why I'm splitting it up, I just really noticed that, okay, a couple things I'm doing are working. The discussion videos, they get consistently around 1K, 1.5K. That's been pretty okay, and that's something I have fun doing and that where I see potential in. The short form content actually does surprisingly great. Hasn't really translated into more subscribers, but I think it's worth pursuing. That's also not changing. That's also staying here and on TikTok. And same kind of goes for the streams. But the thing that's consistently done just very poorly is the unscripted, off-the-cuff videos or stream highlights just about random topics. That also includes rants, for example, that you can request a rant on my Ko-fi for $5. You can go there right now, and I'll record a little video for you. None of that stuff has done really well, and to some extent, I feel like it's still worth doing. I thought the Mario Kart video, for example, was really fun. I thought that turned into a pretty easy to follow, concise little story that you can just watch for an hour. However, the views don't really support that, right? So I'm thinking, again, please check out the Silent Hill review. I think that it'll also turn out really well, and I think it has a reason to exist on that type of channel, but maybe not here. Maybe it's worth splitting it up and changing the strategy a little bit. When I look at my analytics, consistently, the video that does the best every month still is the Kingdom Hearts 2 analysis. And obviously, that's not a type of workload I can really commit to when I'm not a full-time YouTuber, right? If you want to change that, kofi.com/ziadbro. But at least in spirit, maybe that's something I need to get back to. Maybe that's something I need to try approaching again. And I actually am currently working on a scripted review of Resident Evil 1 and the Resident Evil remake, sort of a double pack situation. I hope that will pop off, and if you have ideas for other games you would like me to cover in that fashion, maybe sort of Electric Underground style, right, where it is scripted but not too exhaustive in terms of the research and the editing, please let me know. That's the basic idea. Now, sort of alongside that, I did a recent poll about my Let's Argue series. If you remember, I take your hot takes and questions and dissect them, and I used to pre-record these, so I would get the questions, record my answers, put it up, and that's the video. And then for a while, I tried sort of a live format of it, where I reply to it live, then cut that into a video. For me, it was sort of similar enough that, I would have assumed that that's a nice change of the format, but I did a recent poll, and the response was very clear: no, we prefer the pre-recorded ones. So that's probably something I will also look into doing more. I'm not sure if that will land on the main channel or on the Ziad After Dark channel. Maybe give me feedback on that. Thank you. The last thing I want to draw your attention to is my series called Backlog Battle, where I look at all the games that are cleared off my backlog each respective month. And when I say clear off my backlog, it means, okay, I've played a substantial amount of this game where I feel like my knowledge is sort of sated. I'm confident in speaking on it. It's not just the first hour of every game. I have something kind of interesting to say on it, hopefully. And I'm pretty proud of those videos. I think I kind of surprised myself a little bit with how concise and sort of well-reasoned they are and how many little things I managed to extract. And you can watch every single one I've done so far for $5, either by becoming a member on this channel or by becoming a member on my Ko-fi page. Ko-fi, generally, that's the best way to support me, to see all my updates. If you want to give a one-time donation as well, that will show up on stream. It's good for that. You can also request, like I said, rants or even streams things like that. So please check that out. And yeah, like I said, if you become a member, you will see every upcoming episode, but then also you will see every past episode. So I don't mind if you like hop in for a month, watch all the stuff, hop out, hop back in a year. That's totally fine with me. But please like at least consider it. I think those are some really good videos. So yeah, that's all I have. Please let me know if you have games that you would like me to review, topics you would like me to discuss, video ideas that you think would make me famous. Thank you, that'd be great. This whole month, I'm thinking it's October. I'm a pretty creative guy, you know, maybe we'll do like a little horror thing. I'm trying to find good time slots to maybe do a little horror Resident Evil challenges. I think doing a no case upgrade run in Resident Evil 4, that's been sort of on my bucket list to do that, and maybe this is the time. Maybe that will pop off on stream. Let me know if you want to see that. Okay, bye.